Hello, I'm in one of the parks next to Buckingham Palace, which is just down that road, and the anime I want to watch are all of Attack on Titan, Bang Dream My Go, Totoro, Pluto, Monogatari, Shine Post, Eminence Child Season 2, Hypnosis Mike Season 2, Gundam 79, Planet Test, LG, and One Direct Parody, Zombie Saga, Spike, Paul Princess, Heybot, and Uma Musume. Unfortunately, that list is a very, very long list, so I have boiled it down to just 10 anime that I want to watch in 2024. And number one is all of Attack on Titan. So I have no excuse to wait until it's over anymore because, well, it just finished, didn't it? And it's a huge cultural, important anime. So yeah, it's good to look at things that other people haven't seen before, but, it's also good to know what the heck people are talking about. So I believe it would be great to have watched it all and know what it is about and what the heck Eren even does at the end. I did watch it in 2013 when it came out, but just the first season. But I didn't feel too inclined to continue the second season, though I probably should have. I think it just was like too much time between the first and second seasons that it just wasn't really. I mean, I was like, oh, I'll just watch the first season again, and then I never ever got around to it. So that's number one. Number two is Genjutsu no Yohane, Sunshine in the Mirror. So I have not. Nice bird chirp. So Love Live, I have watched everything up until the end of Superstar second season. I have not watched Niji on Animation or Nijigasaki Next Sky. Sorry for that. And I have not watched Genjutsu no Yohane, Sunshine in the Mirror. So it's a fantasy spin-off of Aqua, and now the bird is distracting me. And that is just like, to me, it's just really cool, especially particularly because it is official. So, like, for example, you have Gyakuten Live, which is an Ace Attorney parody based on with Love Live characters. It's a fan game, but the thing is, Genjutsu no Yohane, Sunshine in the Mirror is a complete. Yeah, it's official. It's official, and it's just like, I think that's great that it exists. And also there's the game that's coming out. So, and I've already pre-ordered that. So if I haven't watched the anime, I don't feel like I deserve to play the game before and of course it's Love Live, so I want to have watched absolutely every single one of those. That's number two. Number three is Madoka Magica, rewatching the first season and then watching the three movies, the first two compilation movies, and also Rebellion, because I have not watched it. It looks absolutely insane and crazy, and it is also a controversial movie, so some people did not like it when it came out. Some people still don't like it, but some people absolutely adore it, so I think that'll be really cool to see what my own opinion is. And another reason for that is, well, because of the fourth movie that's going to come out next year. So I really want to see that in theaters if it does come here. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing it come in theaters over here, so that'll be good. That will be very good indeed. And speaking of crazy-looking movies, number four, Revue Starlight, and the two movies, including the sequel movie. So I also watched the first season of... Oh, wait. Going back to my... Well, it's too late now. So going back to, Revue Starlight. So I watched the first season, and I did not... Movies came out, I think it was also just like too long in the... Yeah, too long release for me to watch them immediately, so I'm like, okay, I'll just rewatch the first season and then watch the movies. But the movie looks absolutely crazy, and I can't wait for it to blow my socks off. And I can't wait for both Rebellion and the Revue Starlight sequel movie to, both of them to be really, really, really epic. I was gonna say that Madoka Magica, I did watch the first. I did watch it when it came out in 2011, not as it aired, but like shortly after. And I watched it with my brother because I torrented it through my through the hotel Wi-Fi on a trip to Perugia, and that was the only thing I remember from the trip apart from swimming in like the hotel pool. And that's just a good memory I have of the series. But I have not watched a full episode of it since then. More than 12 years ago. But both Rebellion and the Revue Starlight sequel movie, I'm pretty sure they'll be great. absolutely sure. Number 5 is Mobile Suit Gundam 79, the first one. I have not watched any Gundam whatsoever. I have not watched a single episode of any single individual Gundam, which at this point is a war crime, a crime against humanity in my anime watching career, because I started watching anime in April 2009, technically. That's my official month I consider that I did it. So yeah, I have to watch that at some point. And then after that, I also want to watch Ideon, and of course Zeta Gundam, and then straight after that, I think I'll allow myself to watch Witch from Mercury, because I didn't want Witch from Mercury to be my first Gundam. I want it to be the original, just for the sake of, I guess, also completionism. But I'm not even pointing at the squirrel, because I'm too focused on my own thoughts. But there's a squirrel. Hopefully the squirrel does not get blasted by a laser at some point. So yeah, number 6 is Hibike Euphonium, and also Liz and the Bluebird. I also watched, there's a theme here, I also watched the first season of Hibike Euphonium, but this time as it aired, and second season came out, and I did not want to continue, I did not feel very super inclined to continue watching it at that very moment. I did like Hibike Euphonium, but not like a lot, but I did like it. So the desire to watch just wasn't strong enough for me. And of course, Liz and the Bluebird just seems like a beautiful movie. And I'm really excited to watch it, because a couple of people I am familiar with very, very, very much like it. So, that would be exciting to watch. I'm absolutely sure. And of course, it also, unfortunately, apparently, in the main cast, there is no character with French horn, and to me that's absolutely disgusting, because in 4th and 5th grade, I actually played French horn in the school, not the school band, like one of the classes in the 2 grades was music, and my first choice was trumpet, my second choice was French horn, and I got picked for French horn, and I'm glad I did, because I was the second best French horn player in my year out of 3, which eventually went down to 2. And I was not as confident as the better player, who was also a friend, I'd say. So that's unfortunate. Hibike Euphonium does not have a French horn player, but if I am wrong, I would absolutely be glad to be informed that there is a French horn player. But yeah, number 7 is 22/7. So in my quest to complete every single idol anime that ever exists, this one is the one that's at the forefront of my mind for, at least a year at this point. New one, because I've also rewatched Selection Project, and also thought about other ones, but the past few months, 27 is the one that's been on my mind. It just radiates an it radiates a mysterious aura. It's just one of those shows like Granbone. I read the synopsis, which is, I think, written by Mao Rewrite, which write really, really good synopses on Mao. They go and rewrite synopses that aren't good on Mao. And just like the premise, the fact that there's like a giant wall that the characters have to listen to, and they're forced to do it, they're forced to do things, and someone on my Mao friends list has it as a 4, so that must mean the series is absolute Kino. It just must mean that. It has to. And also someone else called the storytelling strange. So that I just have to watch this. I just have to watch 22/7. It's just like, I really wonder what it's all like. I really wonder what it really is, you know. And I've listened to the soundtrack one time. I shouldn't have, but I listened to it just one time, just the score, and I remember it being pretty calm. I don't know. I don't really remember, but yeah, it was really pretty interesting. So 22/7 is that one. Number 8, Axel World So I watched World in April 2013, and I binged in 2 days, and I rarely binge. I never binge nowadays. 2013 was like the year in which, starting from really World, I would just like watch anime in like 1 to 3 days. Like I watched World, then right afterwards Sword Art Online because I heard it was by the same author. World was better, and then I watched like Angel Beats, another author tale. I mean, at the time, just like really quickly, just like that. And so I kind of associate World with like that period where I started like just watching anime more, and also because like the soundtrack is just awesome. Like the three soundtrack separate releases of it. Like I've been listening to it recently, and like the soundtrack is just like awesome. Like it always has been awesome. And yeah, I just have like, it feels like when I go back to watch it, it might be like that I feel like I'm like 13 again. Like just watching this, and of course, Tsukihime, watching her on my screen was just a pleasure. So yeah, and I also think I should also read the light novels as well, because I want to like watch anime and then also read the source material as well. I want to do that more often. So I think I'll start that with, I mean, I've already watched the first season of Eminence in Shadow, so I already have the light novels for that. Well, the first 2 volumes only, because that's the portion the anime covers, but I'll be buying the subsequent ones as well. So I think maybe even before Eminence in Shadow or afterwards, I'll start reading the Sword light novels, and that would be really, I bet that would be really fun. So then number 9 is Bang Dream, It's My Go. I've heard really good things about it. I'm very happy that like at least Twitter seems to really like this show, because it's Bang Dream, and Bang Dream deserves appreciation. But I've only watched the first 3 seasons of Bang Dream. Well, only. There's still a decent amount of episodes, but still. But I haven't watched like Akanavis, because as mentioned in a previous vlog when I came back from the Trico concert, I just didn't watch it because stuff online wasn't like good quality, and I still think they aren't. But I have to check again. But yeah, I think I should just watch Akanavis, and then episode of Roselia, and then the Pico specials that I haven't watched, and then also Morphonication, I think, and then finally Bang Dream, It's My Go. It just looks really, looks filled with drama and filled with good character writing, and the writer's active on Twitter, and just like, I need to watch it, of course, also because it's part of my epic quest to watch every single idol anime in existence. Bang Dream's not an idol anime, but it's music based, but it's idol. It's not, I would say idol coded, but I mean, I guess a little bit, but really it's multimedia franchise. It's a multimedia franchise, so I want to like do more of the, like watch more of those and get into more of those, and even like play the gacha. So I forgot to mention that Revue Starlight, apparently the gacha game, the story continues from the end of the TV season. So I want to also just play that. You know, why not get into these things more and just think more about the like be more like cognizant and more how should I put it? Look at people walking around. I'm walking back and forth in this area because I don't want to be too near people at this moment right now. I could, whatever. I can talk about that another time. Not in general, but just like while I'm talking like this. I don't want to be next to people because it's uncomfortable. But anyway, but yeah, just like branch out a bit, actually go deeper into the franchises I'm interested in. So that would be really, I think that would be cool to do. The only issue with gacha games is that I don't feel like really playing them usually, like the Eminence in Shadow one, but whatever, we'll say that to another time. And number 10, OG Dragon Ball. I want to read the manga as well, but I really want to watch the anime, at least the first 153 episodes of the original Dragon Ball series, and then read the manga alongside it, because also, as I said, I want to read the source material more often, especially for an IP as important to me as Dragon Ball. It is the first anime along with Yu-Gi-Oh. It is the first anime that I really liked before I knew what anime was. It's the series that it's just always been in my life. Like, it's just always been there, but I've never watched all of it. I never watched all of it, so I think this would be a perfect chance, especially with the anticipation of Dragon Ball Daima coming out. Though I won't get to that by that point. I won't get to finishing everything before Daima comes out. But just watching all of Dragon Ball, all the movies, and then all of Z. So I'm watching Z, not Kai, because that's the version I'm interested in. I want to watch Z. I want to watch all the filler. I want to see what like the pacing was actually like. Have that specific music, have that animation. So I'm gonna be watching Z. Maybe Kai later in a few years later down the line I can do, but I want to watch Z. And then the movies, then GT, and then Legacy of Goku, and then Super. All the movies, just go through the whole series, and that'll be an epic journey because that is the priority. It's Dragon Ball. I could be watching like Yu-Gi-Oh, I could be watching like Star Trek, but in terms of, also I could be watching all of Precure. I've been watching Hirogawa Sky Precure, so there's all that. And that would be, I think those would be really epic. All Precure will be really epic, and also Dragon Ball. So that's the end of the list, but all of these 10, I forgot to mention earlier that these don't include things that I've already started watching, like Hana Yamata or Kiznaiva, which I'm rewatching actually. And they don't include sequels to series that I've already started. So that doesn't count like the inevitable season 3 of Eminence and Shadow, the 3rd season of Love Live Superstar, or Hypnosis Mike season 2. So those aren't included. So those are also things I want to watch. But I brought it down to these 10, and I'm gonna try and watch. Well, maybe not finish all Dragon Ball, but at least in January start watching it. Just hit the play button. Get the color corrected versions of Dragon Ball and just start watching it. That's the only thing you can do. But I'm thinking about them endlessly and doing these vlogs. But peace.